At the base of the great monolith, the Lord High Marshal Dredd has a meeting with Calmer. "Congratulations, Calmer," says the High Marshal Dredd. "I have just spoken with Lord Rathgar, and he has promoted you to the rank of aspiring champion. But there's a condition that must be met. You need to retrieve the seat of corn. It is your responsibility to make sure that seat comes back into the hands of its rightful owner. If you're able to accomplish this, you'll be promoted again to the rank of exalted champion, and even have your own warband named after you." Calmer hears this information and then asks a simple question: "And what if I fail?" High Marshal Dredd just looks at him and tightens his hands on his power spear and looks at him with an evil eye. "Make sure that you don't. Because if you do fail, you will find out, and it will be a painful experience." Calmer then looks at to what he's had. He knows that the responsibility to retrieve the seat is squarely on his shoulders. He then looks out and he sees that he has some of his troops that have came with him, but he also knows that he will not have enough to support this mission. So Calmer asks another question: "Will you be supporting me with the Death Guard in this affair?" The High Marshal Dredd looks at him and replies, "No. This is squarely on you. You must accomplish this. It has to be an affair that only exists with the members of Khorne." So Calmer then says, "Well, how am I expected to accomplish such a dire task?" The High Marshal then looks at him saying, "We've been expecting that question, and the answer is this." High Marshal Dredd then produces from behind his cloak a rare red stone. Calmer looks at it and instantly recognizes it as a blood crystal. He said, "That is a blood crystal. Of course, very perceptive. And in this will be contained the essence of a blood letter. Observe." And with that, the High Marshal turns towards the monolith and begins the summonings. After the summoning ceremony was complete, what materializes from the warp is a creature that is well known to Calmer. A blood letter with a rage icon steps forth and snarls and is ready to kill at a moment's notice. The High Marshal then looks at the blood letter and holds him with his dire magic. The blood letter is frozen. And then the High Marshal then proceeds to infuse the essence of the blood letter into the bloodstone. After the procedure is complete, the High Marshal then looks at Calmer and hands him the bloodstone. "Take this, embed this into your power armor." So Calmer then takes it and presses it to his chest, and the blood crystal then begins to absorb itself into him. He instantly feels the immersion of the blood letter into him, and the blood letter and he become one. Instantly, Calmer starts to feel stronger, more powerful. He feels his reflexes have improved, and his stamina has also improved. His intelligence has risen, and he knows that he is now one with Khorne himself by receiving one of his faithful agents. The High Marshal then looks at Calmer and says, "You have been infused with this blood letter. Your strength, your initiative, your intelligence, your weapon skill, your strength, your toughness, all have been increased. But this is only a temporary position. You can only hold this for so long. You need to immediately now go and capture that seat of Khorne. But know this, it is very temporary. You could be in the middle of the act of retrieving that seed. And if you're not careful, the bloodletter will burst out of you and destroy you utterly. It is temperamental, and no one can really say for sure when it will happen. So you don't have much time. You need to get immediately and be at the task of retrieving that seed. Calmar then understood what had actually happened. That bloodletter, if it's not contained, will rip through his body, killing him. And basically, he has no choice. If he fails in either getting that seat, he could die by the hands of High Marshal, which he understood clearly. Or he can actually be killed by the bloodletter in the process of actually retrieving the seat. He knew that this was a no-win situation for him, but yet he accepted this challenge. He knew that he was a living icon at this moment, and that power not only increasing his own, but allowed him to summon demons. These demon assistants can help him retrieve the seat. The High Marshal then tells him, you need to hurry. Use speed, use cunning, use strength, and use your viciousness. Use your army. Go, retrieve the seat. Do not fail.